Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 23 rebuild. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the Baltimore Ravens. Starting off with our commander, Lamar Jackson, 87 overall superstar, X Factor. He's going to be a beast for this team, and if you guys didn't know, Baltimore Ravens are my favorite team. I'm not a Lamar Jackson bandwagon. I literally have a Ray Rice jersey. I bought a Ray Rice jersey before he beat his wife, so now it's vintage and it's worth millions of dollars. I need to get that shit signed by the world professional boxer Ray Rice himself. So the main theme of this rebuild is Kenyan Drake to the Ravens. These are my personally downloaded rosters, and I update them literally as soon as the news comes out. I'm on the Xbox Series X. If you'd like to download them, literally just type in the gamer tag Frosted Vic, and you'll see me pop up. It's spelled Frostedvikk. If you want that. So I don't know if he's going to be wearing number 31, but it is what it is. He's going to be the theme of this rebuild more of sort. But at the same time, we also have a different beast at the back, which is Gus the Bus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. He said he's ready to play this year. Hopefully he has a huge breakout year for the Ravens as he breaks out the 27 jersey along with his best friend Ray Rice. Should have been retired for Ray Rice because Ray Rice was definitely a future Hall of Famer. No, I'm joking. But yeah, he's gonna bust out that jersey, kind of like how Ray Rice busted his wife in the mouth. Pause. You know what I meant by that. Don't take that the other way by punching her in the mouth. I'm gonna stop right there. Rashad Bateman, unfortunately, is the best wide receiver on this team. Technically, you can count Mark Andrews as well as being a better, technically, receiver. But at the specific receiver position, Rashad Bateman is the best we have, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to look to draft a wide receiver. Then, of course, in free agency, we got Demarcus Robinson. We also have Devin Duvernay here. This offensive line needs to be improved heavily. Ever since Marshall Yanda left, the team kind of sucked. But Marshall Yanda actually scouted Tyler Linderbaum and said he was great. Marshall Yanda came out of Iowa, so that might be a little bit biased. But Tyler Linderbaum actually had a great preseason, along with Ronnie Stanley here, who's great when he's on the field. But ever since he got that big contract from the Ravens, he's just been getting hurt, which is unfortunate to see. Kevin Zeitler's a good overall, but he's going to be off the team probably in a year. Daniel Fillet, I believe how you pronounce it, is immediately starting. Love this guy. He's a fucking animal. Like, I hate to cuss like that, but I love 380 pounds, 6'8". Dude's a behemoth. Holy crap, almost 400 pounds and 6'8". Dude's cracked out. Anyways, he's gonna be the starting right tackle. I hope they start him in real life eventually because he's a big boy. Mark Andrews here, Nick Boyle, who won't be on the team for too much longer, especially in this rebuild because technically, even though the Ravens do run a lot of triple tight end set, where's Isaiah Likely? Can I please get Isaiah Likely? There he is, Isaiah Likely. God, let's start him. Let's be the second string, please, because we don't really have much else now. David Ojabo, though, loved this pickup in the second round. He was a mid-first round player. He tore his ACL. No one wanted to take the chance, but I'm so glad we did. He's going to be a great player for this Ravens team. Kyle Hamilton, steal in the draft. Also a good picture, by the way. Chuck Clark, immediately I'm going to trade him. Trading Chuck Clark and a fourth to the Buccaneers for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers second-round pick. Now we're going to get back into the rest of the team. Marlon Humphrey is a beast. Love him. Got his jersey. Whenever Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey are both on the field, they are a great duo along with Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton this upcoming season. If we can all stay healthy, easily a playoff team. This is a great secondary along with Marcus Williams. Now for the defensive line, unfortunately, it's kind of old other than Justin McBuke. And the interior offensive line, the interior defensive linebacking core, not that great, but we can improve. And apart from that, guys, it is now time to move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark with the Baltimore Ravens playbook as we are 3-4, bottom of the division, highly contested division. I'm surprised we're under the Steelers, though. Choose a draft class. I'm always going to keep the auto-generated rookies because we don't know who will be good in the future, in the real life. Maybe Bryce Young will be good, but we all thought Sam Howell would be good last year, and he didn't turn out to be good. Mentioned this in literally every video, but anyways, players ready to negotiate. Let's see who we have here. Lamar Jackson, of course, let's give him a player-friendly deal. What's his interest in coming back? Very high. We can give him a neutral deal. Good stuff. He's back. I love that in Madden. I love those little neutral deals and player-friendly deals. Marcus Peters, 1-year deal? I'll give him a 2-year deal and do that. Good stuff. I'll give him a 2-year deal. Won't be here for long. Kyle Fuller doesn't even want to come back. I don't even want him anyway. Same thing with Juwan James. Brent Urban, I think we re-signed him in real life for a little bit, but in Madden, no. Ben Powers, no. Geno Stone, no. Tyler Huntley, I kind of want to bring him back so that way other teams can't have him, but I'm not going to be paying him that much money because Tyler Huntley in simulation is kind of a beast. I'm not going to lie. I don't think I want anyone else here, but other than that, guys, it is now time to move in to the playoffs. here we are in the playoffs, not making the playoffs, going 8-9, bottom of the division. I highly doubt the Steelers will be better than the Ravens this season, but coming off a loss to the Bengals, which kind of secures our not getting into the playoffs thing. But stats and awards, let's see what we got with Lamar Jackson. Terrible passing, but we're in the Ravens scheme. We're a running team, 17th best offense, and 6th best defense. I'm going to keep the defense, 3,800 yards, 30 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. That's a good ratio, but he just didn't get a lot of attempts. J.K. Dobbins, a whole lot of attempts, 333 attempts, 1,200 yards, only 3.7 per carry is not good. 13 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson had a good on-the-ground game. I'm glad EA actually updated it to where he runs for almost 1,000 yards because that's kind of what he does in real life. Kenyan Drake, not much better than J.K. Dobbins with the attempts he got, 3.5 per carry. Yikes. Looking at it receiving-wise, Demarcus Robinson, seriously the best. 1,000 yards, 3 touchdowns. Mark Andrews, 9 touchdowns, not even 1,000 yards. Bateman disappointed me, but it's fine. Devin Duvernay did solid for the position he was in. Looking at it defensively, Patrick Queen, 117 tackles for a loss, 22 for Calais Campbell, sacks, 9.5 for Odafe Away, interceptions, 2 for Kyle Hamilton and 2 for Marcus Williams. Safeties is 1 for Michael Pierce and 1 for Calais Campbell. Defensive touchdowns is 1 for Marlon Humphrey. So we're going to switch into the Tampa Bay's offense, as I always do, and we're going to move into the offseason. And the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Don't get your hopes up, Cowboys fans. Not really going to happen in a long time. Dak Prescott wins the Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen wins the league MVP. I can actually see that happening this year, and there are no awards here for the Baltimore Ravens. Surprise, Kyle Hamilton didn't win Defensive Rookie of the Year because he usually favors the user's team. And looking at it offensively, we got no upgrades. Tyler Linderbaum is a star development player, so unfortunate with the no upgrades. And Kenyan Drake regresses, so I don't know how long he's going to be on this team, but still. Why does David Ojabo and Odafe Away play the same position? No, they don't. Why does it do that? Why does it just shove Odafe Away over David Ojabo? That's not what I wanted. And I don't want this either. Please go back, EA. Always brings me back to this page. David Ojabo, what are you? You're a left outside linebacker. Please play the position that you're asked to play. Odafe Away. Kyle Hamilton comes with superstar development, I'm pretty sure. Why? Every single rebuild, dude. I always have to do this on camera. I always turn off development, development trait regression, and it always just stays on for some reason. It's literally off. I can show you that it's off, and it will literally turn it back on. Like, Marlon Humphrey should not go back down to star dev after one bad year. Come on. Kyle Hamilton, I'm pretty sure already came with superstar dev, so that's cool. I can literally show you guys this. It happens every damn rebuild, and I'm going to have to deal with this for all of Madden 23. It's literally off, as you can see. Now it's on, now it's off. It's been like that, and they continuously don't fix it. Anyways, apart from that, it's now time to move into the re-sign players to see who we have. And I'm not going to bother to participate in free agency because I really feel like the Ravens don't have a lot of money, especially after the players that we have to re-sign. Rashad Bateman, J.K. Dobbins, I think a couple in the backfield as well. So 2022 retirements, let's see what we have. NFC, not NFC, I can't believe AFC North. Calais Campbell retires. I can't believe I went to the NFC. I mean, I just recorded a Panthers rebuild, so that makes sense. Players are get to negotiate. I don't think I want anyone here. Tyler Huntley, he had a huge interest in re-signing. Probably should have got him. Team friendly. Free agency is what he wants to test out. So that's what he's going to test out because I'm not going to bother more than that for a second string QB. I only wanted to re-sign him just so that way other teams couldn't have him because he's kind of good in simulation. But anyways, guys, let's move in to the draft. I'm going to skip out on free agency. And in the first round, I'm picking up a speed demon, Marquio Iglesias, deep threat, 5'10", 185 out of Alabama. Very similar to Marquise Brown with the 97 speed, hidden development. He looks like a good athlete. I won't show you it here, but I saw A deep route. Unfortunately, D medium route, but that's fine. I saw B catching, B release, and he had a really good physical, so I was like, he's a good athlete, so I selected him, and he seems to be a pretty good choice for us. And in the second round, I'm picking up another wide receiver, a huge speed demon. Holy shit, 99 speed, 5'8", 170 pounds out of Tennessee. It looks like it's, oh no, Devin Duvernay came out of Texas, or did he come out of Tennessee? An orange college, but I'm pretty sure he came out of Texas. But anyways, hidden dev. It doesn't show you his speed. It said elite acceleration, elite speed, and I was like, he's a good athlete. He's overall solid. So I was like, D short routes unfortunate, C medium route, C catch traffic, C awareness, and B deep route is what I mainly saw. I don't really look at the ranges too much, but he was a good athlete, and he seems to be a great pick. Now this is the team after the draft, as Murray, the first pick. No, he was the second pick, is a 75 overall, and Iglesias is a 76 overall. Duvernay is going to start over Demarcus Robinson, and I'm going to honestly trade him away. Okay, Demarcus Robinson and a 5th-round pick for the Broncos' 2nd-round pick. That works for me completely. Literally expected to get like a 5th-round pick out of him, but works for me. Please, dude, please, stop with this Tyus Bowser shit. I like Tyus Bowser in real life, but this is, yeah, he's already 28. I'm going to cut him. I'm going to save $500,000 on him and just bite the bullet on that because this is getting ridiculous, dude. David Ajabo on the outside. Defensively, Amore Davis should be a higher overall. He's actually pretty good in real life. Let's move Tut up. So apart from that, guys, it is now time to move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 4-2 top of the division, but that can be taken away from us at any point in time. So there's no guarantee with that. Players ready to negotiate. Let's see what we have as DeAndre Hopkins is a star development now because the EA's regression system is so good. What's his interest in coming back? Let's see. Nice. Let's just up the years. And he resigns. Good stuff. Now, J.K. Dobbins has a medium interest in coming back, so let's give him a medium offer. And he resigns. Good stuff. No. No. Kevin Zeitler. If he accepts a team-friendly deal and it's 1 year, then I will. Don't try to exploit my passion for this franchise with that low of an offer again. You really called me out, huh? Okay. Gus doesn't have any interest in re-signing, and he's already 28 years old. He won't even make it to an 85 through this rebuild, so I'm going to let him go. Patrick Queen, I need back for a long-term deal. Player-friendly, 5-year. Really? Really, dude? I gave you a player-friendly deal. Damn. Devin Duvernay, do I even want him? I don't think I do. I think I'm going to trade Devin Duvernay because I have 2 receivers that are already beastly. I don't need to sign one whenever one's already good. Bears want him. Sure, you can take him. Give me your second-round pick. Does this work? No, I'm going to go try and work something out. It's Devin Duvernay and a second-round pick for the Raiders, projected pick number 26 in the draft. Seems pretty good to me. Let's get back to the contracts and see what we're in here. And Justin Metabuke, I would like back, but we're going to have to get into that later. Nick Boyle, I don't want back. He's 30, and he's not really useful to have 2 tight ends in Madden 23 and just Madden in general. So let's move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs going 12-5, second in the division as the Bengals take the division over us. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs are our first opponent, so we basically lost already. Stats and awards, let's see what we got here. Lamar Jackson, goated in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playbook. 13th best offense in the NFL, 26 defense. That's always how it works. As soon as you get a good offense, your defense just sucks in Madden. 5,100 yards, 37 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 70% completion percentage. That's pretty good. J.K. Dobbins, 13 touchdowns, 4.1 per carry, better average. 1,100 yards, 276 attempts, so less attempts, better average. I like that. Gus the Bus with 17 touchdowns. Kenyan Drake barely touched the ball, but he got 2 touchdowns while he was at it. Receiving, Rashad Bateman, almost 100 yards, almost 100 receptions, 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns. I don't think that's worthy of superstar dev, but he's getting there. Marco Iglesias, 8 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. He was the first-round pick. Mark Andrews, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. So Marco Iglesias could be hella good. And then where is Murray? I guess Murray truly didn't start in the slot because it didn't even give him any attempts. That's kind of frustrating. Looking at it defensively, Patrick Queen, 131 tackles. Tackles for a loss is 13 for Michael Pierce. Sacks is 11.5 for Odafe Away, 9 for Justin Metabuke. David Ajabo not really getting too much production. Interceptions is going to be 5 for Kyle Hamilton. Safeties is going to be 0. Defensive touchdowns is going to be 1 for Marcus Williams. So anyways, guys, apart from that, I would now say it's time to see if we can beat the Kansas City Chiefs to move on to the divisional round. It's already hard enough to beat them, but can we do it here? We don't. 24-14, unfortunately. It's now time to move into the offseason. And Jimmy Garoppolo is the QB of the Green Bay Packers as they beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Okay, Jimmy Garoppolo gets his revenge. League MVP is Joe Burrow. Coach of the Year is Zach Taylor, but they don't even make it to the Super Bowl. And then there's no awards here for the Baltimore Ravens, unfortunately. So we're going to move in to the roster, see if there is any development upgrades offensively. Marco Iglesias, only star dev, and Ricky Murray's only star dev as well, but that's fine. We're going to deal with that. Any offensive upgrades? No. Okay, cool. Looking at it defensively, Patrick Queen, Justin Metabuke. Kyle Hamilton gets Superstar X Factor. That's sick. Love to see that early on. And yeah. Tuts is only a star dev, but that's fine with me. So anyways, guys, apart from that, I would now say that it's time to see the re-sign players to see who we have. And I might move into the Pittsburgh defensive playbook because that playbook is actually really, really good. So it might work with the ops here. Ops. And yeah, weird. 2023 retirement. Sorry for being so awkward. AFC North. Kevin Zeitler retires, so it looks like we're going to need to improve our offensive line in this offseason. And looking into the players ready to negotiate, who do we have? No. Patrick Queen, very player-friendly deal. That's a long deal, and I'm paying you a lot. You better accept that. There you go. That's huge overpay, but it's fine. wants to come back. Justin Dubuque, not too high on coming back. We're going to give him a little player-friendly deal and up the years, and he re-signs. That's good. Nick Boyle, no. Malik Harrison, no. Everyone else here is a no. Not really interested in them. It's time to move into free agency. I might want to get another linebacker and then maybe offensive line. And here are my signings after free agency. We got Trayvon Diggs here, who's kind of interested, but not really. Ed Oliver was super interested, so I might trade away Michael Pierce here for an offensive lineman or something like that. But Marcus Williams is about to be on the way out, so that's why I got Trayvon Diggs as our secondary continues to keep improving. So let's now move into the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up 91 strength normal dev D. Boone out of Oklahoma. So unfortunately, he's only normal development. It's really hard to get offensive lineman development traded up, but he has 91 strength, so he's probably a higher overall, which is a good thing, which is kind of what we need because we're already in our third season. So he's a decent pickup. And now with our back-to-back pick, I'm picking up a right end Tommy Woods, hidden development, 6'6", 286 run stopper out of USC, and 89 strength. He's probably going to be a solid overall player. And in the third round, I'm picking up right guard Artie Beckwith. Hidden development, 92 strength. Seems to be better than the first round pick that I had, and he seems to be pretty good. And here we are with the overlook of the team. Boone is a 74 overall with morale, so he actually was a pretty good pickup. Beckwith is a solid pickup as well. Why is Filet not starting at right tackle? Patrick Mercari or whatever, you're gone. Like, get off my team. Filet is supposed to be starting, and that's what he's going to do, which is start. So he is starting now. Beckwith is going to be the second string here. Kenyan Drake is still behind it. J.K. Dobbins because he is regressing. Defensively looking into it, Tut is there. Woods is 75 overall, so that was definitely a good pickup. Ed Oliver is below. I'm going to move this into a 4-3 team. 4-3 under. 4-3, yeah, base 4-3 works as well. So we're going to do that. And then I feel like, yeah, that's going to be better. That's definitely going to be better because we got the run stuffers here. Then we got yes, Ajabo and Owe are both edge rushers, and they should technically be there, but we have two good defensive tackles and two meh linebackers, so 3-4 is definitely better for the team. And Trayvon Diggs, Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Peters, and Moore Davis. Great defense specialist. Murray is definitely going to be starting at the slot there. And Ajabo, yeah, Stevens. Who's Stevens? Brandon Stevens. Apparently our free safety is playing a sub-linebacker position. But it is what it is, I guess. I'm not really going to worry about it that much. And Iglesias and Murray, I hope they have a big year, especially Murray. 99 speed, dude's going to be a beast. Let's move into the midseason mark of this third season. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 3-3, third in the division. Not looking too good, even though the team has improved. I mean, I guess Kevin Zeitler left. Jake Lutton, I don't care if you have an interest in coming back to the team. You know what? If you do, I'm going to do a very player-friendly offer, so that way I don't have to keep... No, not player-friendly, team-friendly. Can I have a very team-friendly offer? No. Just going to have team-friendly. So we're just going to keep him for 5 years so that way I can stop re-signing quarterbacks over and over again. He's just going to ride the bench forever. Michael Pierce, I'll put you on a 1-year deal. 2-year deal, spread out your contract. Keep you at neutral. And he re-signs. Good stuff. Odafe Away, you're coming back, dude. You're coming back, whether you like it or not. Free agency isn't going to happen for you, bud. I can guarantee you that. Patrick Ricard in real life, he would re-sign a team-friendly 2-year, and he resigns. Rashad Bateman, high interest in coming back, going to keep neutral, spread out the contract, and he resigns. I love this. Keep sucking off EA over this. Pause, you know what I meant. But yeah, I know what I meant too. But I love this negotiation system. I'll keep Marcus Peters 2 years. If he goes to a team-friendly deal and takes a 3-year offer, yes, he will. Okay. I'll keep him. Kenyan Drake. He will still be a good rotational back if I take him to a team-friendly deal. And then, yep, 3 years, good stuff. He's back as well. Brandon Stevens, I kind of want back if he has a high interest, if he takes a team-friendly deal, because he'll be pretty solid rotation, especially as a sub-linebacker. And yeah, I'm good on everyone else here. So I'll maybe get Brandon Stevens back and then the other guy that didn't accept. So let's move in it to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs coming off a loss to the Chiefs, but we still get a first-round bye in the wild card, which will help us long-term, hopefully. Bengals 11-6, Steelers 8-9, Browns obviously not making the playoffs. Maybe the Steelers snuck in. Let's just check really quickly. Steelers did not sneak in, but the Bengals got the 5th seed there. Hopefully we don't really have to face them, but they are the 5th seed, so maybe we'll have to do stats and awards. Lamar Jackson, another MVP season for sure. Lamar Jackson MVP, Baker Mayfield right below him, 4th in passer rating, most passing touchdowns and passing yards, 2nd best offense, and the 6th best defense in the league. 5,700 yards, 52 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Way to come back on the second half of the season, by the way. We were 3-3, finished 13-4, 71% completion percentage. Amazing year. J.K. Dobbins, 1,200 yards, 4.6 per carry, 15 touchdowns. That might deserve superstar development. It's not in the fives, so I won't give him superstar. But if the game gives it to him, then I'm not going to complain. But 4.6 average is pretty solid, pretty above average, actually. And 15 touchdowns, pretty good as well. Kenyan Drake barely getting some touches, but he's still getting reps in. Rashad Bateman, 101-2-3 receptions, 1,700 yards, 17 touchdowns. Guaranteed superstar dev. That is a great season. Ricky Murray, 99 speed demon, 16 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. That is superstar dev as well. Iglesias, 115 receptions, 1,400 yards. I'm giving him superstar development as well. Even though he had 6 touchdowns, 115 receptions in a season isn't easy to get. Looking at it defensively, though, Patrick Queen, 114 tackles for a loss is going to be 16 for Michael Pierce. Sacks is going to be 9.5 for Odafe Away, 5 for Tommy Woods, 5 for David Ojabo. David Ojabo has been really a letdown so far. Interceptions, 5 for Kyle Hamilton, 4 for Marlon Humphrey, and only 3 from Trayvon Diggs. You're giving up a lot of yards, and you don't get a lot of picks. Not really an X factor in my book, but whatever. Safety, 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. But anyways, guys, that Trayvon Diggs joke was just a joke. Cowboys fans, you can calm down. Let's see who we're going to be facing in the divisional round. Divisional round is super hard to get past in Madden. So, Bengals. This is what I was worried about. 99 overall superstar X Factor Joe Burrow. Can we do it? Please, 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 please. Come on. Yes, we do. 34-28. Here to face the Las Vegas Raiders in the conference championship. I'm going to hop into this game as they have Devontae Adams as their X Factor to see if we can make it to the Super Bowl, as they are also 13-4. So let's get into it. As AJ Cole, their punter, is their third best player. Interesting. And here we are against the Las Vegas Raiders, immediately starting out with a punt for us. Well, no, a punt for them. And then we strike back. Okay, they take away our 7 there, and 14-7. Are they going to do it again? And they take away our 7 again. So it's 14-14, 21-14. Let's not have them score. Thank you. 28-14. This is the gap that I like. Good stuff. Keep going. Okay, let's go. 35-14. Just in the third quarter as well. 42-14, as this one's gonna be over. So I'm just gonna simulate to the end of the game. 49-14, humiliating the Raiders as 56-21. Can we get another one just for good measure? Why not? Good measure was long out the door, but 56-21, humiliation. Lamar Jackson throws for 7 touchdowns. That has to be a record in a game and a playoff game. 152 passer rating, so close to being perfect pass rating. 38-48, 0 interception. Beast. God. Let's get to the Super Bowl. Now, here we are in the Super Bowl, here to face the Washington Commanders. Who is their QB? It better not be Carson Wentz. I would be quite frustrated. Let's go back here for a second. And I didn't mean to click adjust roster. I meant to click NFL rosters and go to the Commanders real quick. It's ABC order and they start with a C, so it's been confusing me. Evan Monk. It looks like Malik Willis with that picture. He seems like a god. He seems like a god. Okay, he seems pretty good. That's a lot better than Carson Wentz. That's acceptable. Offensively, Rashad Bateman gets superstar dev. All my receivers deserve superstar dev. Ricky Murray, second year, gets 16 touchdowns and 1,600 yards in a season. You're not going to tell me that isn't worth superstar development. I give what is fair. I give what the people want. Marco Iglesias, even though he didn't have double-digit touchdowns, he still had, 1,200 yards in a season and 117 receptions? He was a reception god. You're going to love having all 3 of these guys on your fantasy team, dude. Anyways, I'm not going to give J.K. Dobbins the superstar dev, even though I do feel like he kind of deserves it. I'm not going to deal with that. Beckwith, he has only star dev. I'm fine with. Boone is already up to an 80 overall, so that's sick. Lamar Jackson's the 99. Looking at it defensively, I feel like someone lost superstar dev. Am I blind? I might be. No, I'm not. Not Marcus Peters. Marlon Humphrey. It looks like everyone on the defense stayed the same. I feel like I'm tripping. I feel like there should be one more person, but Woods, who is this? Tyler Woods? Tommy Woods. I forgot about him, but he seemed to do pretty solid his rookie year. Only 5 sacks, but still making an impact because Odafe Away and David Ojabo were the starters, and Tommy Woods, 82 overall, star dev, looking pretty nice. But anyways, guys, it's now time to get into the Super Bowl to see if we can beat the Washington Commanders. So, yeah, let's just jump into it. And here we are in the Super Bowl, as it looks like we, already striked, as they already started with the ball, 7-7. Let's see if we can strike again. 14-7 against the Washington Commanders. 14-10 now. Okay, 14-13, almost at halftime. What can we do? As we're going to give them the ball back, give them an opportunity to score. We take it right back, score again. Halftime, 21-13, now 28-13. Good stuff, 35-13, as this one's going to be a blowout. This one's going to be long gone. Let's just run away with it. Let's not play moment by moment. Let's just... Please, let me click on this. End the game, please. as 20 to 38, 41 to 20, 27 to 41, 48 to 27, 48 to 33. They kind of made a comeback there, but well, 48 to 34 kind of made a comeback. Didn't quite do it. Patrick Queen is glad he stayed with the team as we win the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson, 5 touchdowns to 1 interception. What a game. He's definitely going to be the Super Bowl MVP. So we're going to close this out and just see who the Super Bowl MVP is as well. I mean, we're not going to close out the video. We still have one more season to do because this was only the 3rd season, but technically we've definitely already won this rebuild, but we're just going to see what we can get in the 4th and final season, and I'm probably going to skip out on free agency too. So 2024 season recap, Lamar Jackson wins Super Bowl MVP and the league MVP. There are no other awards here for the Baltimore Ravens. We already checked out the development upgrades for the team, so I'm just going to continue on to see the retirements and the re-sign players here, and let's see what we got. If the game ever loads at any point in year for simply 1 week. Okay, 2024 retirements. We have the AFC North. And Morgan Moses retires. That's fine. Filet was already the starter, so there's going to be more cap room for us. Players ready to negotiate. I'm just going to skip out on free agency since we already won the Super Bowl. Give Odofe away a very player-friendly contract. Honestly, up the money, even though he doesn't deserve that much, but we have a bunch of money. Brandon Stevens would love to come back. I'll keep him on a neutral deal, spread it out 5 years, and he resigns. Tylan Wallace, no. Actually, sure, Tylan Wallace. I'll try to get you back. Player-friendly. Let's do that. You enjoyed playing for me. You don't want to stay on a Super Bowl winning team, dude? You're crazy. Oh, I want a starting job, dude. You just want a ring for doing nothing. Let's get to the draft. At the end of the 1st round, pick 32, pass coverage middle linebacker Brian Scott out of UCLA. And yeah, he seems pretty good. That's kind of the only person I really care about. The rest of the team is kind of filled out. So I'm just going to skip to the end of the draft because it is the 4th and final season, and we already have a successful rebuild. And this is the 4th and final overlook of the team going into the 4th and final year. Kenyan Drake goes down to a 75 overall, but he's been a decent backup for us. J.K. Dobbins has the majority of the reps, as he should, but still. Scott is going to be a 72 overall. He's still going to be a 3rd string back, and it looks like the CPU picked up a future strong safety for us, even though Kyle Hamilton won't be gone for long. So, for a long time is what I mean. And yeah, Michael Pierce surprisingly stayed with us throughout the entirety of this rebuild. He maintained an 85 overall, not including the boost. So that's sick. And specialist, Murray's going to be the slot, as he should be. Scott's also kind of an edge rusher as well, with being a pass coverage, so that's a great pickup. Anyways, let's just move in to the playoffs because we don't need to re-sign anybody at the midseason mark. Here we are in the playoffs, coming off a 59-13 win against the Browns, 14-3 top the division. Stats and awards. Lamar Jackson back-to-back MVP? I think so. Better stats than last season. Better ingredients. Better pizza. Better bitches. Better money. My clothes better. My shoes better. You guys know what I'm talking about with that TikTok trend? Anyways, I'm not funny. I know. Desmond Ridder behind him. That's surprising. Josh Allen goes 8-9. Patrick Mahomes 4-13. Second best offense in the league. 60 touchdowns. Damn. And 10th best defense in the league. 5,600 yards, 60 touchdowns, 14 receptions. Completion percentage gets better and better every year. Dude's a baller. Levi Oliver, apparently. Jake Luton is no longer 2nd string, I guess. J.K. Dobbins, almost 300 carries, 4.4 per carry. Went a little bit down last season, but it's still good. 17 touchdowns and almost 1,300 yards. Lamar Jackson, well, we're not in a running scheme anymore, so that's why he has less rushing yards. Franklin Brownlee is apparently starting over... Oh, it looks like the CPU cut Kenyan Drake, but that's fine. Receiving, Marcio Iglesias, 114 receptions, 1,500 yards, 11 touchdowns. That's definitely a superstar X Factor. Rashad Bateman as well. I would debate definitely a better season. 119 receptions, 50, what? I'm stupid with mental math. 53 less yards, I believe. Yeah, 53 less yards. And 15 touchdowns, so better season. He should get X Factor as well. Mark Andrews, 12 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards. Murray, 13 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards as well. But Iglesias and Bateman should definitely get an X Factor if we do get to the Super Bowl. Patrick Queen, 134 tackles for a loss, 18 for Odafe Away, and sacks, 8.5 for Ed Oliver, 8 for Odafe Away. And David Ajabo continued. He's getting better, but that's still a disappointment. Interception, 6 for Brandon Stevens. I guess he played at my sub-linebacker position and just balled out. I'm glad I re-signed him. Dang. He's my 2nd string free safety. Safety, 0 defensive touchdown is 0. So anyways, guys, apart from that, it is now time to see who we're going to be facing in the divisional round. It would be sick if we could get back-to-back Super Bowl wins, but I'm not going to be hopping into any of the games because we already won the Super Bowl. Let's see if we can beat the Jaguars in the divisional round. The divisional round is usually the hardest to get past, and we beat them 34-24. Let's see if we can beat the Chiefs to move on to the Super Bowl, who are 14-3. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. It's going to be the Chiefs and the Vikings in the Super Bowl, unfortunately. Dang, that's fine, though. Like, we still won the Super Bowl the previous season. Still a successful rebuild. So let's look at the team. Actually, let's see who's going to win the Super Bowl. Is it going to be the Vikings, or is it going to be the Chiefs? I'm assuming the Chiefs. That's what I'm betting on. It's going to be the Vikings. Okay. Dalvin Cook wins Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson wins league MVP. Back-to-back, by the way. 3 league MVPs in his career so far. But this is the overlook of the team. Rashad Bateman should have had X Factor. Same thing with Iglesias. Final overlook of the team. I hope you guys all enjoyed this rebuild because I know I did. Marlon Humphrey, for some reason, got down back to star dev for no reason. Stevens is up to superstar dev. Was he my sub linebacker? He was my 3rd string. So how did he do that? He just balled out. Ed Oliver got up to an X Factor. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.